Hey there, folks. If there was one game that got popular to the extent where it basically represented 2020, I would definitely first think of Among Us. Among Us was all over YouTube and other social medias to the extent where almost everybody knew about it. But today I'm going to talk about how it got so popular and how and why it is going to die. Among Us is driven by the desire to solve a mystery and the fear of being alone, or with a buddy, against everybody else. The tasks itself in the game aren't the most fun. They're repeated a bunch, the game itself doesn't really provide a challenge. Your fellow players do. The players in the game cause a great amount of stress, forcing you to use your head. Well, that's the idea anyway. One of the biggest issues in the game is that it relies heavily on people to actively try to solve problems. Some people that play the game are unable to do this. This usually results in three things. They call their friends or family and cheat. They simply don't really add anything to the mystery. They attempt to solve it, but they just cause more confusion. Or 3, they are completely driven by bias. For example, if they got along with someone in the lobby or last round, they have a desire to protect them, even if it's very, very obvious that the imposter is their newfound friend. This doesn't just result in death, but the expense of everyone else's life, making the game not so fun. As the game got more popular, more and more people were incapable of solving mysteries, to the extent that people were hesitant to play in public lobbies. Instead, they played with a few friends. If you think that playing with friends solves this issue, there's more to it than that. Among Us doesn't work well when there's a lack of players. Everything 7 or under was what caused a problem, through my personal experience anyway. Gathering 7 of your friends is hard for people. With lack of gameplay and good players, Among Us is losing its attention. It's resorting to spouting out updates and trying to gain attention that way. They're aware that the game's lifespan is about to end. It's a common theme for updates or even sequels to be released when nobody's benefiting from the game anymore. What I can relate this game to is Granny. Granny got a great deal of attention a few years ago. Granny relies heavily on the urge to solve puzzles and fear. When I see Granny with a bat walking around, I can't help to think, no thanks. Granny started to die, and then suddenly out came Granny 2. But, as cool as the game was, it seems to be beyond repair. Sorry, Grandma. So yes, the main issue with Among Us is the player base, and the fact that the gameplay doesn't have too much to offer. It's also hard to be used as background gameplay for YouTubers, due to the constant unproductive chatting, and boring tasks, and lack of colors. People can play whatever they enjoy. If they like Among Us, that's fine. However, that person may face challenges with the game, and not want to hop on after a while. So yeah, that's why I think Among Us is dying. Eve out.
Time for bloopers.
Hey there, folks. If there's one game if there's one game that appeared to take over 2020, that would definitely be Among Us.